unexpected blessings, turning life's curveballs into grand slams. Welcome, everyone, to this special edition of the BlackCEO Podcast. Today, we're in for a treat that's going to challenge our perspectives, shake up our worldviews, and maybe even change our lives. We have the incredible privilege of diving deep into the wisdom of Jessica Howard, an author, entrepreneur, and advocate whose journey is nothing short of extraordinary. Jessica isn't just another success story. She's a force of nature, a beacon of hope in a world that often feels shrouded in darkness. Her work in youth entrepreneurship, business education, self-publishing, literacy, faith and healing, women's empowerment, and chronic illness awareness has touched countless lives. But it's not just what she does that's remarkable, it's how she does it and why. Imagine for a moment waking up one day to find your world turned upside down. The plans you've carefully crafted, the future you've meticulously mapped out, all suddenly thrown into question by three little words. You have MS, multiple sclerosis. A diagnosis that would send most of us reeling, questioning everything we thought we knew about our lives and our futures. For many, this would be the end of the story. The credits would roll, the book would close. But for Jessica Howard, this was just the beginning. In her powerful new book, Unexpected Expectations, Jessica takes us on a raw, unfiltered journey through the trenches of adversity. She doesn't sugarcoat the pain, the fear, the moments of doubt that threaten to overwhelm her. Instead, she invites us into those moments, allowing us to feel the weight of her struggles, and then showing us how she found the strength to keep moving forward. But here's the kicker, folks. Jessica's story isn't just about overcoming MS. It's about facing down every curveball life throws our way. Grief, love, family struggles, financial challenges, career setbacks. It's about looking adversity in the eye and saying, you don't get to write my story, I do. Now, I know what you're thinking. That's great for Jessica, but my life isn't a best-selling book. I'm just trying to make it through the day. Trust me, I get it. We're all fighting our own battles, dealing with our own unexpected twists and turns. But that's exactly why Jessica's message is so powerful, because it applies to all of us, regardless of our specific circumstances. So let's dive in, shall we? Let's explore how we can turn our own unexpected expectations into opportunities for growth, resilience, and yes, even joy. First up, let's talk about the power of perspective. We've all heard the old adage about seeing the glass as half full rather than half empty. But Jessica takes this idea to a whole new level. She doesn't just see the glass as half full, she sees it as an opportunity to create something entirely new. Take her MS diagnosis, for example. Many would see this as a life sentence, a reason to give up on their dreams. But Jessica, she saw it as a call to action, a chance to advocate for others, to raise awareness, to show the world that a chronic illness doesn't have to define you. This shift in perspective is more than just positive thinking. It's a radical act of self-empowerment. It's about recognizing that while we can't always control what happens to us, we have absolute control over how we respond. Think about it. When was the last time you grew significantly during a period of ease and comfort? Chances are your most profound personal developments came during times of struggle, uncertainty, or change. That's because adversity has a unique way of revealing our true strengths and pushing us beyond our perceived limits. But let's be real for a moment. Embracing this mindset isn't easy. It's human nature to resist change, to fear the unknown, to cling to our carefully constructed plans. So how do we make this shift? How do we learn to see the opportunity in our obstacles? Jessica's approach offers us some valuable insights. First and foremost, it's about grounding ourselves in something greater than our immediate circumstances. For Jessica, that foundation is her faith. Each chapter of her book is woven with Scripture, providing a framework for processing challenges and finding strength. Now, I can almost hear some of you shifting uncomfortably in your seats. Wait a minute, you're thinking. Is this going to turn into a sermon? Because I didn't sign up for that. Don't worry. This isn't about pushing any particular belief system. The point here is much more universal. Whether it's faith, philosophy, or a deeply held set of personal values, having a strong foundation to return to in times of turmoil can make all the difference. It gives us a reference point, a North Star to guide us when everything else seems uncertain. But it's not just about having this foundation, it's about actively engaging with it. Jessica's approach of intertwining her personal experiences with biblical reflections is a powerful example of this. It's about creating a dialogue between our lived experiences and our deepest beliefs, allowing each to inform and enrich the other. This practice of reflection and meaning making is crucial. It's what allows us to transform our struggles from mere hardships into sources of wisdom and growth. It's what enables us to write new, empowering narratives about our experiences. Let's pause for a moment and consider how this might apply in our own lives. Think about a challenge you're facing right now. It could be a health issue, a career setback, a relationship struggle, or financial difficulties. Now, instead of focusing on the problem itself, ask yourself, what might this situation be teaching me? How might this challenge be preparing me for something greater? I can almost hear the skeptics among you. Oh, sure, you're thinking, my boss is a jerk because the universe is trying to teach me patience. My bank account is empty because I'm supposed to learn the value of money. Give me a break. And you know what? That skepticism is valid. This isn't about denying the reality of our difficulties or putting on a false positive front. It's about expanding our perspective, about looking for the potential growth and opportunity within our challenges. Let me share a story that illustrates this point beautifully. There was a young entrepreneur, let's call her Sarah, who had poured her heart and soul into her startup. She'd worked 80-hour weeks, sacrificed her personal life, put everything on the line, and then just as it seemed like all of her hard work was about to pay off, her main investor pulled out. The company collapsed overnight. Sarah was devastated. She felt like a failure, like all her sacrifices had been for nothing. But as she began to pick up the pieces, she started to see things differently. The skills she developed, the network she built, the lessons she learned, these were all invaluable assets. Within a year, she had launched a new venture, one that was even more aligned with her passions and values. And this time, armed with the wisdom of her previous experience, she was able to create a more sustainable, balanced approach to business. The failure of her first company wasn't the end of her story. It was a crucial chapter that set her up for even greater success. This brings us to another crucial insight from Jessica's story, the power of purposeful storytelling. By sharing her experiences openly and honestly, Jessica has created a ripple effect of hope and empowerment. Her vulnerability has become a source of strength, not just for herself, but for countless others who resonate with her journey. There's a profound lesson here about the impact we can have when we're willing to share our stories, especially the parts that feel messy or unresolved. In a world that often pressures us to present a polished, perfect image, there's immense power in authentic vulnerability. By sharing our struggles and our process of overcoming them, we not only liberate ourselves from the burden of pretense, but we also create space for others to acknowledge and work through their own challenges. We build connections, foster empathy, and inspire hope in ways that go far beyond what we might achieve by presenting only our successes. Think about the last time someone shared a personal struggle with you. Didn't it make you feel less alone in your own challenges? Didn't it give you a sense of hope, knowing that others have faced similar difficulties and come out the other side? This ties into another key theme in Jessica's work, the importance of community and support. While her journey is deeply personal, it's clear that she recognizes the vital role that connection and community play in our ability to navigate life's challenges. Whether it's through her advocacy work, her writing, or her engagement with her faith community, Jessica exemplifies the power of reaching out and lifting others up, even in the midst of our own struggles. This reminds us that resilience isn't just an individual trait, but something that can be fostered and strengthened through our relationships and communities. Now, let's talk about another crucial aspect of Jessica's approach, the integration of faith and practical action. While her faith provides a foundation and a source of strength, Jessica doesn't stop at prayer and reflection. She takes concrete steps to address her challenges and pursue her goals. This balance of faith and action is a powerful model for approaching life's difficulties. It's about having the courage to trust in a greater plan while also taking responsibility for the things within our control. It's about finding peace in uncertainty while still striving to make a positive impact. For Jessica, this is manifested in her work as an author, entrepreneur, and advocate. Despite the challenges posed by her health condition, she has pursued her passion for writing, launched entrepreneurial ventures, and dedicated herself to causes close to her heart. This serves as a potent reminder that our challenges don't define us. Our response to them does. We always have the power to choose how we'll meet our difficulties, what meaning we'll ascribe to them, and how we'll use our experiences to shape our path forward. Let me share another story that drives this point home. There was a man, we'll call him David, who had a successful career in finance. He had the corner office, the fancy car, all the trappings of success, but he felt empty, unfulfilled. Then tragedy struck. His young daughter was diagnosed with a rare illness. Suddenly, David's priorities shifted dramatically. He left his high-powered job to focus on his daughter's care. It was a difficult time, filled with uncertainty and fear. But as he navigated the healthcare system, advocated for his daughter, and connected with other families facing similar challenges, David discovered a new purpose. He realized that his financial expertise, combined with his newfound understanding of the healthcare system, put him in a unique position to help other families navigate the complex world of medical costs and insurance. He started a nonprofit organization dedicated to this cause and found a level of fulfillment he'd never experienced in his previous career. David's story is a powerful reminder that our greatest challenges can often lead us to our true calling. It's not about minimizing the pain or difficulty of what he went through. It's about recognizing that even in our darkest moments, there's potential for transformation and growth. As we near the end of our time together, I want to circle back to the title of Jessica's book, Unexpected Expectations. There's a beautiful paradox in this phrase that encapsulates so much of what we've discussed. Life rarely unfolds exactly as we expect it to. Our carefully laid plans often go awry. Our neatly plotted trajectories take unexpected turns. But what if we could learn to expect the unexpected? What if, instead of being thrown off course by life's surprises, we could greet them with curiosity and openness? This doesn't mean we stop planning or setting goals. Rather, it's about holding our expectations lightly, remaining flexible and adaptable in the face of change. It's about cultivating a mindset that sees possibility in the unexpected, that's ready to learn and grow from whatever life throws our way. Jessica Howard's story challenges us to do just that, to see our setbacks not as failures, but as redirections, to view our struggles not as punishments, but as opportunities for growth, to recognize that even in our darkest moments, there's potential for transformation and renewal. So here's my challenge to you, dear listeners. Over the next week, pay attention to the unexpected turns in your life, big or small. When things don't go according to plan, instead of immediately reacting with frustration or disappointment, pause, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, what opportunity might be hidden in this situation? What might I learn from this experience? How might this unexpected turn be preparing me for something greater? By shifting our perspective in this way, we open ourselves up to a world of possibility. We become active participants in our own growth rather than passive victims of circumstance. We learn to dance with life's uncertainties rather than being paralyzed by them. Remember, every great story, including your own, is filled with unexpected twists and turns. It's how we navigate these surprises that defines our journey and shapes our impact on the world. So I urge you, don't just listen to Jessica's story and nod in agreement. Don't just file away these ideas for a rainy day. Take action. Start reframing your challenges today. Share your own story of resilience, even if it feels messy or unfinished. Reach out to someone who's struggling and offer support. Look for ways to turn your own hardships into opportunities to make a difference. Because here's the truth. Your unexpected expectations, your challenges, your setbacks, they're not just obstacles to overcome. They're the raw material from which you can craft a life of purpose, resilience, and profound impact. You have the power to turn your greatest challenges into your most powerful catalyst for growth. You have the ability to transform your pain into purpose, your struggles into strength. And in doing so, you don't just change your own life. You create ripples of hope and inspiration that can change the world around you. So go forth with courage, with openness, with the expectation that life's unexpected turns are not detours, but essential parts of your journey. Embrace your challenges, learn from your setbacks, and never ever underestimate your capacity for resilience, growth, and transformation. Because who knows, your greatest setback today might just be setting you up for your most incredible comeback tomorrow. Your unexpected expectation might be the very thing that leads you to your true calling, your deepest fulfillment, your greatest contribution to the world. The choice is yours. What will you do with your unexpected expectations? Thank you for joining us on this journey of discovery and empowerment. Now go out there and turn those curveballs into grand slams. The world is waiting for your unique story of triumph and transformation. Let's make it a good one.